Hello, Book Thinkers family. Today's book tip is going to come from 0 to 1 by Thiel and Blake Masters. The subtitle of this book is Notes on Startups or How to Build the Future. I read this book for the first time back in 2017, and it laid the framework for how I understood entrepreneurship. It was really the first book on entrepreneurship I read, and it fell into my 2020 reading because this year I am rereading the 30 books that have had the biggest impact on my life. The throwback 30 is what I'm calling them. So I decided to listen to the book this time around because I've been in the car a lot recently, and I loved it. This book teaches you the difference between perfect competition and monopoly. This book teaches you that creation is a singular act. Going from 0 to 1 is what true innovation really looks like. And if we want to progress business, you can't just copy the formulas of other businesses. You need to go into the uncharted, the unknown, and discover what makes true innovation happen, which is based on principle, not really based on formula. So if you just copy other businesses, you'll be mediocre and things like that. What is true innovation? You'll find out in here. My lesson for today is something that's pretty unique, and then I'm going to wrap things up with a book-related metaphor or application of the lesson at the end. And the lesson is that the optimism for true innovation has decreased a lot over the last 100 years. And that's because, and one of the reasons I guess that it's because of, is that over the last 100 years, exploration of the world has almost gone away. It doesn't matter who you are, you can pull out your phone or get onto a laptop and search any area of the world and learn anything you want to know about it. You can see thousands of pictures. You can read about people's experiences traveling there. You could probably book a flight there. You can read articles about the animal species in that area. You can read about the history. You can read about the future of that area. There's not a lot of exploration left in this world. Whereas 100 years ago, 200 years ago, 300 years ago, even an adult in their 20s, 30s, or 40s could daydream about far-fetched areas of the world and what might be lying there. And there are a lot of secrets left in this world. Whereas nowadays we grow up, and when we're a child, maybe we have some of those same fantasies, but as we grow older, things become more certain, we fall into routines, and that childlike desire to explore the world, it's sort of not there anymore. How sad is that? True innovation used to be something that everybody could aspire to, but now we sit here and we think, well, every great invention has already been made, and I'm no smarter than the people at big companies that sit in boardrooms all day trying to chalk up new ideas, so there's no way that I could get anything off the ground in the first place. Wrong. We need to cultivate that level of creativity. We need to cultivate the desire to find those secrets because they still exist. Look at, we have humans exploring the bottom of the ocean. We have humans exploring space, but there's still so much left for us to do on this planet. And here I am, somebody who is sort of an aspiring entrepreneur looking to do those same things in the book space. I have a lot of exciting things coming out and projects that I'm working on. So, true innovation is still alive and well in some of us, and this book can help cultivate it in other people. It can show you traits that'll help your startup succeed, such as what type of employees to hire, what type of compensation structure should you give your CEO. There are just so many benefits to reading this book, and that's why it falls into my top 30. So I loved going through it a second time. I also love reading a book and then listening to a book, or listening to a book and then reading it. I think doubling down on information is very important. For me, this book is part of the 20% that I've read that has led to 80% of the positive changes in my life. That's why it fell into my throwback 30. And I would highly encourage anybody interested in starting a business, or maybe you've already started a business, to check out this book. It's a classic, even though it's not that old, in the entrepreneurship and startup space, and it's a must-read in my opinion. So go ahead and check it out. Go read something. Have a fantastic day. If you've read it, let me know what you think. If you haven't read it, go read it. All right, bye.